like that being number one, Family Matters being number 7, Kendrick having 3 joints in here. Like, what does it all mean? Tell me.
W. It's a new era.
Well, we know W, but
I think it speaks
let's
to
advance the conversation.
I think it speaks to the labels and the message being sent. I think this is more of that. Like, now I'm really believing it. I mean, granted, I believe like that as an organic hit, but then to see Euphoria do that, to see
Like That should not still be in the top 10.
Why?
it should still be in the top 10.
That should still go.
It's the best song of the year.
I don't think it should still be there.
I mean, y'all
Not
know.
if there was somebody else with a fucking A level or Beatles level act with some music coming out and paid to get that shit out of there.
I was about to say, like,
What would it be replaced by?
what has come
I
out
don't
that
care.
can replace that song?
Another Tom.
Taylor
What's
Swift.
homeboy name? Tommy Richardson.
Taylor
That's
Swift.
climbing up the charts.
That shit too. Yeah.
Oh,
I guess.
yeah, that's number.
That shit
was
was hard.
number
Number
two.
two.
Number two.
Hard.
It's number
Yeah.
two.
I want to hate on it.
$1 Million Baby.
But it's hard.
Yeah, it's a good record.
It's hard. It is. And I heard he got another one too that's coming.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure. But no, I haven't. I don't even think it's the labels at play. I think that's
Well, the charts is always late.
maybe the Euphoria song because it's not as radio friendly. But the other 2 songs, you should hear them shits everywhere.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Even with Euphoria not being lit, so now I got 2 in the top 3.
That's the only one for me that's fishy.
That's what yeah,
Euphoria.
it makes it
It's
look
a
that
little
way.
fishy, right? Because you don't really hear it.
It's not radio
But
record.
the other 2, but that don't mean that the people not streaming it. That don't
They're
mean
running
that,
up.
You get what I'm saying? Like that could be
Euphoria is my favorite track from the Beef, mine personally, and the way the Beef played out is the most prophetic.
Yeah, he laid
Yeah.
that shit out.
Yeah.
He laid that shit out.
Yep.
I think that's the reason that people will keep listening to it. He tracked it out.
My favorite's Meet the Grams, but it's also my least favorite. It's probably my least played and most favorite.
I think Meet the Grams is the one that's going to age the best and did the most. It was the most impactful. That's one of the most important ones.
Strategy
It's probably
wise.
the most
That's
important.
Strategy-wise, by
It's
far.
the most
Yeah.
important
That's
one.
the
throughout that
most
whole
important
beat.
song.
Yo, I
think
want to
it's-
give
I still-
myself.
I disagree with that. I think
I-
it's Euphoria.
No,
Oh, no.
no.
You could swing. You could swing the first time and miss. If you got 5 more in the tuck, I could miss with the first one.
He didn't.
The first
He
one just
didn't miss
happened.
with the first one though.
Yeah, but cool.
And the fact that I laid this out and I told you with the last line,
Yep.
if you do this,
I'm gonna do this.
I'm gonna do that.
But it don't. But
and
Drake,
I did it.
But Drake didn't listen.
Don't matter. I'm just saying.
It matters when you talk. For me, I'm talking.
Okay.
About, it matters when
Strategically,
you
that
talk
was
about.
the biggest
Oh,
piece
talk over me.
of
Go ahead.
all of this.
Get your shit on.
Grams, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
was the biggest piece of all this. Strategically, dog, the nigga put a song out that was a fire song,
And
he
it
just
set
stepped
up
on it.
and it set up the hit.
Yeah, yeah.
And it set up the hit.
That's cool. I'm on the fight. I hate this nigga. I'm gonna hate on him till I die too. It's never gonna stop.
I'm sure.
No, I'm glad you know. I'm
He said,
telling
I'm
you,
sure.
nigga.
He said, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, that's my bad.
He accepted it.
Good, look, he just like I'm not even here.
He did whatever you want.
He thought S was here again.
It's the S.
Meet the Grams is the one that made people question what they knew about Drake, whether it was true or not.
True.
Euphoria, people still didn't. That was the warning. Hey, I'm telling you, nigga, don't play with me like that. Meet the Grams made everybody stop 53 minutes after Drake dropped to say, hey, does he? Is that your dad? It made you question everything you knew. Even if you didn't like the song, what it did, I think that's going to be one of the, probably, like you read, the most important diss track to come from this whole thing. I think Family Matters, I think Family Matters is the friendliest bop for you people that have like the target ears. I'm not trying to be funny.
What about 616 to LA? Like, you guys don't ever talk about that.
That's one of my personal favorites because that's where he chose to attack using the Lyrical Miracle style. Like he attacked him in every style. 616 in LA was Lyrical Miracle. It's not on streaming, so it probably does not get talked about as much. I don't know if he didn't want to clear the sample. I don't know why, but it's not on streaming. The same way the AI freestyle shit. It's not on streaming. If it's not on streaming, you're not standing in it.
Today,
Really
if it's not on streaming, they don't count.
yeah.
I love the Taylor Made record too. Still.
I like it too, but that's the one that got him in a whole lot of trouble.
It is.
I like it. I like it a lot too. I want to give myself Dodo of the Day because sometimes when you listen back to podcasts that you did, you'll hear something that you said, and then after shit plays out, boy, it'd be funny. So I'm listening back when Like That came out, and I dropped the beat to look in the camera and tell Kendrick, hey, this ain't gonna be enough. Yo,
Whoops.
In retrospect, that's the funniest shit you ever heard. Telling Kendrick, who's sitting there fully loaded,
He was.
Hey, dog, this shit you did won't be enough to kill who you talking to. He said, that nigga heard that and laughed. He was like, ha ha, hold my beer. Trust me.
Looking back, a lot of that shit looked crazy. Like the Drake comment of they don't have nothing to drop. Oh no, he had a lot to drop, big dog. Like
shit,
a lot of that shit looking back just looked like
Drake confidence and his ego
and arrogance
had me convinced. I'm like, yeah, man, this nigga Kendrick, man, what can he do? And then look what he did. Never doubt anyone.